BlackView is one of the popular rugged smartphone company. They produce finest rugged smartphone with unique design and some exciting features. So today I have come with 6 best BlackView rugged smartphone that gonna blow your mind. So without further ado, let's get started. BlackVue BV5500 Pro is a great budget rugged smartphone. They added support for LTE, NFC, increased the number of RAM and installed fresh Android. They promised the protection for IP68 and IP69K. The build quality is so hard and strong. It is available in the market from December 2018. The phone got a 5.5-inch IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 720x1440 pixels with an aspect ratio of 18:9. Also, it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3. This smartphone has a standard degree of protection for durability. It is IP68 certified, that means it can survive underwater about 1.5 meters of depth and it is gonna last for 30 minutes. Also, it is resistant to damage from dropping, water immersion, flashing, shock and impact. The BlackVue BV5500 Pro has installed quad-core MediaTek MT6739 processor for its performance with integrated GPU PowerVR GE8100. It has 3GB of RAM with 16GB of internal storage. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 32GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of the smartphone, it has dual camera setup on the back side. It has 8MP main shooter with f2.0 aperture and the 0.3MP secondary camera with f2.8 aperture. The back camera features autofocus, digital zoom, ISO setting, scene mode, continuous shooting, HDR, panorama, etc. On the front side, it has 5MP selfie camera. BlackVue BV5500 Pro operates Android 9 Pie operating system. As for the battery, it has 4400 mAh non-removable battery. The phone available in 3 color variants, black, green and orange, and it weighs about 225 grams. BlackVue BV6800 Pro is a great Chinese rugged smartphone. It is IP68, IP69K certified. It has extreme build quality, so you cannot break this phone easily. But the screen is probably not that hard. With lot of memory, it is available in the market from September 2018. The phone got a 5.7-inch IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080x2160 pixels with an aspect ratio of 18:9. Also, it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3. This smartphone has a standard degree of protection for durability, such as IP68 certified. That means it can handle depth of 5 meters in water for 1 hour and drop it from 3-meter height without any consequence. Also, it is resistant to damage from dropping as well as water immersion, flashing, shock and impact resistant. The BlackVue BV6800 Pro has installed MediaTek 6750T processor for its performance with integrated powerful GPU ARM D860MP2. It has 4GB of RAM with 64GB of internal storage. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 128GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of the smartphone, it has dual camera setup on the back side. The back camera features underwater photography, autofocus, digital zoom, ISO setting, face detection, HDR, self-timer, etc. On the front side, it has 8MP selfie camera. BlackVue BV6800 Pro operates Android 8.0 Oreo operating system. As for the battery, it has 6580 mAh non-removable battery. The phone available in 3 color variants, black, yellow and green, and it weighs about 275 grams. BlackVue BV9500 Plus has more power, cost-effective chipset and fresh Android 9 OS. It is available in the market from June 2018. The phone got a 5.7-inch IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080x2160 pixels with an aspect ratio of 18:9. Also, it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. This smartphone has standard degree of protection for durability, such as IP69 protection. That means it can survive underwater for 1.8 meters of depth and it is gonna last for 2 hours. Also, it is resistant to damage from dropping up to 1.5 meters of height as well as water immersion, flashing, shock and impact resistant. The BlackVue BV9500 Plus has installed octa-core MediaTek Helio P70 processor for its performance with integrated powerful GPU ARM G72MP3 with 900 MHz turbo boost. It has 4GB of RAM with 64GB of internal storage. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 128GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has dual camera setup on the back side. It has 16MP main shooter with f2.0 aperture and the 0.3MP lens with f2.8 aperture. The back camera features autofocus, digital zoom, exposure compensation, ISO setting, continuous shooting, self-timer, etc. On the front side, it has 13 megapixel selfie camera. BlackVue BV9500 Plus operates Android 8.0 audio operating system. As for the battery, it has 10,000 mAh non-removable battery. The phone available in 3 color variant: black, green and yellow, and it weighs about 365 grams. The BlackVue BV9600 Pro is a dual-camera smartphone with high-production AMOLED display. It is available in the market from July 2019. The phone got a 6.21-inch Super AMOLED touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080x2248 pixels with an aspect ratio of 18.5:9. Also, it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. This smartphone has a standard degree of protection for durability, such as IP68 certified and US military certified. That means it can survive underwater about 1.5 meters of depth, and it is gonna last for 30 minutes. Also, it is resistant to water immersion, flashing, shock and impact. The BlackVue BV9600 Pro has installed octa-core MediaTek Helio P70 processor for its performance with integrated GPU ARM Mali G72 MP3 with turbo boost up to 900 MHz. It has 6GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 256GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has dual camera setup on the back side. 16 megapixel main shooter with f2.0 aperture and the 8 megapixel depth sensor lens with f2.0 aperture. The back camera features underwater capture mode, exposure compensation, ISO setting, continuous shooting, self-timer, etc. On the front side, it has 8 megapixel selfie camera with f2.0 aperture. BlackVue BV9600 Pro offers Android 9.5 operating system. The available features of this phone are NFC, radio FM, AGPS, GLONASS, GPS, LED notification, etc. As for the battery, it has 5580 mAh non-removable battery with 24-watt fast battery charging support. The phone available in 2 color variants, silver and grey, and it weighs about 268 grams. It is available in the market from October 2019. The phone got a 6.3-inch IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080x2340 pixels with an aspect ratio of 19.5:9, and it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3. The smartphone has a standard degree of protection for durability, such as IP68 certified. That means it can survive underwater about 1.5 meters of depth, and it is gonna last for 30 minutes. Also, it is resistant to damage from dropping up to 1.5 meter heights, as well as water immersion, flashing, shock and impact resistant. The BlackVue BV9800 Pro has installed MediaTek Helio P70 processor for its performance with integrated GPU ARM Mali G72 MP3. It has 6GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 256GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of the smartphone, it has triple camera setup on the back side. It has 48 megapixel main shooter with a 1.8 aperture, and the second camera is a thermal sensor, and the third camera is 5 megapixel camera assist with thermal imaging. The back camera features thermal imaging camera that locates the heat source and translates it into thermal image so that you can see and measure. It's helpful and sometimes turns out to be your survival tool. Also, it has night shot mode, 3D depth camera mode and more. On the front side, it has 16 megapixel selfie camera with f2.0 aperture. The front camera features AI face beauty function to enhance your facial features even further with clarity and delicacy. BlackVue 9800 offers Android 9 Pie operating system. The available features of this phone are GPS, GLONASS, Baidu air pressure sensor, built-in barometer, fingerprint and face recognition, NFC, walkie-talkie function, support infrared mode and more. As for the battery, it has 6580 mAh non-removable battery with 18-watt fast battery charging support and 10-watt fast wireless charging support. It is enough for about 14 hours of playback, 30 hours of music listening, 27 hours of calling, and it has a standby time of 840 hours. The phone available in 2 color variant, black and orange, and it weighs about 322 grams. BlackVue BV9900 rugged smartphone comes with a lot of memory, cameras and a powerful processor. It is available in the market from November 2019. The phone got a 5.84-inch Full HD Plus water-drop touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080x2340 pixels with an aspect ratio of 19:9, and it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. The smartphone has a standard degree of protection for durability, such as IP68 certified. That means it can survive underwater about 1.5 meters of depth, and it is is gonna last for 30 minutes. Also, it is resistant to damage from dropping up to 1.5 meter of height, as well as water immersion, flashing, shock and impact resistant. This smartphone functions well in extremely harsh climate from minus 30 degrees Celsius to 55 degrees Celsius, and absolutely no problem shows up. The BlackVue BV9900 has installed powerful MediaTek Helio P90 processor for its performance with integrated GPU PowerVR GM9446. It has 8GB of RAM with 256GB of internal storage. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 256GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of the smartphone, it has quad camera setup on the back side, 48MP ultra clear camera and a 16MP ultra wide angle camera lens and a 5MP depth sensor camera, and the fourth camera is 2MP macro camera lens. The back camera features 15AI mode, 120° ultra wide angle lens, super night shot mode. Also, you can capture incredible underwater photography up to 1.5 meter in depth. On the front side, it has 16MP selfie camera with f2.0 aperture. The front camera features face cute, portrait mode and face unlock. The BlackVue BV9900 offers Android 9 Pie operating system. The available features of this phone are heart rate monitor, barometer, hydrometer, UV filter and NFC. As for the battery, it has 4380 mAh non-removable battery with 18W fast battery charging support and 10W fast wireless charging support. It is enough for about 8 hours of video playback, 8 hours of gaming, 22 hours of music listening, 28 hours of calling, and it has a standard time of 528 hours. The phone available in two color variant, black and silver, and it weighs about 264 grams.